Ahoy, morning breathers. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the Wednesday show of this little adventure we call the Morning Breath. I'd like to introduce to you today, John the Voice.
Welcome, John.
John is not here, so we can see now.
He literally texted
15
minutes ago. Says, "Can I come
Hey,
in?"
you mind if I come in?
Of course.
John, you don't need an invitation. Just show up.
Yeah.
So we fully expected John. He's apparently been pulled over for speeding. You might guess.
Oh,
Look at him. There he is.
Right
There
as we're
he
talking
comes
about
in.
him.
He doesn't even come in hot anymore. He just comes in fashionably late.
Are we live already?
Yes, we're live.
Well, good morning.
You didn't wear your watch today, huh?
No, I did not. I'll blame Bam. We were talking at Gina's, and I looked up and I looked at my watch and I was like, "Oh no, I gotta go."
Oh, no.
Jimmy says, "John the Invisible Man."
Thank you, Jimmy.
He does exist. So, well, there went 5 minutes I was going to talk about.
Now you were about to roast me because I just texted you like 30 minutes
that's
ago.
what we
when it
said.
was.
We're like 15 minutes ago. He texted and said he's gonna be here, and
Yep.
it's like the total John thing to do. Text, say you're gonna be here, and then come.
I'm just glad I got the black shirt memo today. Apparently Tim did not. So
Tim did not.
We're doing a Thin Mint thing, aren't we?
yeah,
There you go.
there you go. Yeah,
I don't know. There's where's
That's
place.
quick. That's quick on your feet.
that was very
Yeah,
quick.
it
Yeah,
Well, welcome to everybody. It is Hump Day.
Hump day.
yeah.
Yeah, boss man Matt.
Ahoy, Skipper.
Ahoy.
I was reading a comment.
Okay. You look surprised.
I
Like,
was surprised.
what are you calling
I'm
me that for?
Oh yeah, I got to do
What
that.
are you doing?
I gotta be engaged here. Okay.
John the Voice is here.
I'm pretty sure that's the first I've ever walked in live on air before.
Yeah,
I'm pretty confident we did something new today.
Yes, I think that was new.
It's a world of firsts. The show can always be. Anyway, ahoy, John the Voice.
Ahoy!
And I sat down. I was here first in the studio today.
You were.
Well, no, not you. Were probably here handing stuff out.
That's all right.
But I was here before SPP, and I don't think I even shocked him. But I was sitting in his chair, pretending like I had the headphones on.
We
I was
can
pretending
switch,
like I
still
was
switch
hitting
chairs if
buttons.
you want.
And
the
he
office
was
still
willing,
open.
I think he was willing to just let it go. But I started watching you, and I don't think you turn 4 things on before you even get around back there.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I'm not doing it.
Okay.
There's buttons, always buttons to be pushed, and he knows which ones to push.
There you go.
I don't.
I could expand on that if you wish.
Nope.
I care to just leave it right where it
Nope,
is.
I'm good.
Anyway, ahoy to you, SPP.
Ahoy, Skipper.
Ahoy, my lad. So it's Wednesday. The first thing I want to talk about is the Indiana Fever got off their losing streak. They won last night.
They did.
They did.
Caitlin's still in her slump, but
Yeah, she knows
Yeah.
she's very good.
Yeah, it happens.
It's all right.
it does
happens.
happen. She had like 6 points, 9 assists, or
They're
something.
going to. Those teams are going to figure out what she doesn't like, and she's going to have to learn to
Adjust to
live with
that.
that, I guess, and adjust.
Yeah, I got to think it's just a slump. It happens. I don't.
Every good, I think this is someone said it. I mean, Martha was saying John has to give his take on Caitlin. So I don't know how far back we're going on the take, Martha, because there was days where I wanted to, get fired up. Here's the thing. I do not own a Caitlin Clark jersey, even though I probably should or whatever else. I tell you whose shirt I'm gonna own.
Sophie Cunningham.
That's exactly that is exactly whose shirt I'm going to own very, very soon, either a shirt or a jersey or something, because that was awesome.
It was awesome.
That was fantastic. And I know this is old news, and so I'm catching back up because I'm never here. But that was fantastic. As far as Caitlin Slump goes, every amazing player in history has gone through something like this. We just have the hyper scrutiny of social media, and every single game is like, oh, what are they?
Yeah, exactly.
It's much ado about normality. That's what I would say too.
You went into a slump when you were playing Jed.
I didn't go into a slump. He just went nuclear, Tim. What? This is not an apples to, that's like an apples to car parts comparison, right? Is what that is right there. Hey, and guess what?
What?
I might be ready to re-challenge. I've dropped 10 pounds in the last 4 weeks.
I know. It looked like a good hard win might just take you away.
No, that's all. I know I'm just sitting right above 190 right now. So I was a little over 200, and I'm just over 190 right now. I'm feeling really good. I've changed my entire diet. Mm-hmm. I haven't had pizza of any kind, whether it be breakfast from otherwise. It is, but it's so delicious. When you get it. Yeah, haven't had that. No cinnamon rolls from Coffee Corner.
What the what?
Yeah, like nothing. I mean, I'm eating. I'm consuming about 180 to 190 grams of protein a day.
Yeah.
Which, as it turns out, is not easy to do, Matt, without like consistent planning and tracking.
I was on that ideal protein diet, I don't know, 10 years ago now, probably. And it was all protein.
Hospital?
Yeah, it was through the hospital at that time. It's not anymore, I don't think. But,
was a good
diet. I mean, So anyway, it worked. It worked great. But just to your point, you ate a lot of protein and no carbs and a lot of stuff. And it's hard. You have to figure it out.
It was not a lot of fun to be on that.
No, it worked great.
I ate the crap out of pickles.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm eating great food. Like I was just at Gina. So like every morning I'll start off like either at my house, either like a protein shake or a couple eggs or whatever. But like my mid-morning little snack, around this time or maybe around, 8 or whatever else.
Eat your coffee cup.
Well, I have the coffee cup here, but it's and even that I'm not drinking nearly as much coffee anymore. It is an English muffin with peanut butter and bananas cut up on top of that.
I saw a picture of Bam.
Yeah. I've converted him. He's having that a lot. They call it. You can just walk into Gina's and call it I'll have the Woodward, please.
Really?
And so yes,
they have them there.
So she kind of custom makes it. Yes, for loyal customers such as us. But I say us pointed to you.
I do like little peanut butter, and I never had it.
Yeah, and then muffin. I swear by those Core Power Energy. I feel like we're getting set for the day already. Those Core Power protein shakes are delicious.
Yep, like them a lot.
Yep, they're wonderful. So those
30-some grams right there.
42.
Or you
can get the 26 and the 42.
Yeah.
Yep. Just
go high octane.
Absolutely.
John the Voice.
Yep.
High octane.
Always. Yep. That's what I'm trying. So I honestly I feel way better. Like less brain fog at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. My energy levels are up. I wore a shirt the other day that I haven't worn in almost 2 years. Because I wasn't confident to wear it or whatever else, and now I'm like this. It feels good. So this is just getting started. Shout out Cole Adamson, my trainer.
Good for you.
He is the man. He is awesome. Brick House Barbell. He's fantastic.
They got some love yesterday somehow. They do. Oh, did they have an advert? Something happened. I saw something on LinkedIn. I don't know what it was.
I'm not sure. I just know that I'm in pain a lot, but it's a good pain. It's growing pain.
Growing pains. That's a good way to put that. I will say that the Southeast Iowa Video Network is sponsored by KCTC.
Thank you, Casey.
Thanks, Casey, and all the gang over at KCTC and the Morning Breath crew. The four of us this morning are sponsored and powered by Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh.
Thank you, Willie.
It's Willie.
Shout out to Jack. I miss you here. I'm just thinking of you looking at the stand right now. Standing for the stand.
The stand.
Just don't understand the deal with the stand. Stand, man.
I don't understand.
Cannot replicate it. I've watched that reel so many times. Jack just goes on a soliloquy about standing. I will not stand for this.
Can no longer.
Bam says it's definitely helped John's golf game.
Really?
Who says that?
Bam. He's on Facebook.
On Facebook?
Hey, thanks, Bam. I appreciate that. It actually, you know what? Last night, it actually did help it. I was out there playing a little quick best ball match with my buddy. Not match, but just we were. I'm volunteering for the Chamber Day tomorrow, for Thursday. Okay. I'm playing Friday, playing Saturday up at a tournament north of Cedar Rapids, playing Monday back down here at another tournament on Monday at 1:00, the Kiwanis Amers one.
Yeah, I
yep.
did get in that.
So I'm getting like 3 tournaments in 4 days. So it's going to be a weekend / start to the week of golf.
I understand the feeling. I had 9 up at PV last night. And I'm playing men's league tonight, subbing tonight. I'm skipping senior today. Too much heat.
Yeah, it's a little toasty. I walked outside this morning at like 5:30, and I'm like, really? After all that rain, after listening to all that ballyhooing over the ramparts last night, that we couldn't be a little cooler, but it's fine.
Next week.
Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah.
I haven't even looked ahead. Is it supposed to be cooler next week?
A little bit. Well, it shouldn't get so.
I mean, anything.
I don't see anything at 90.
Yeah. I was going to say anything sub 90 was all right.
It's not the heat, it's the humidity, boys. That's what'll get you.
That could be inscribed on every Midwesterner's tombstone ever.
We have now settled that.
It'd be so great if it wasn't for the wind.
If not for the wind.
The wind doesn't blow, it sucks. That's what the bikers say.
I'm gonna just take a sip of coffee.
Sip of that. Sip of that.
So, Caitlin, and you see Angel Reese got in a fight last night?
No.
They played the Sparks, and there was a fight between two other people, and Angel had to insert herself into that, and she got in a fight. So I think there were technicals handed out all around.
Seen multiples of those other teams. It's weird. It's like it actually is maybe other people who don't enjoy her personality.
Yeah.
I saw a
Well,
great.
I think she wasn't the primary involved in it. She just jumped into it.
Somebody sent
She's
me
the enforcer.
Yeah, right.
Sophie Cunningham, the enforcer. There you go.
Well, agreed. The commissioner of the WNBA better get their hands around this because it's
Who is the? I don't even know who the commissioner of the WNBA is.
I've seen her, but I can't think of her name.
But this everybody trying to be a thug is not working out well for the league.
Nope.
Yeah.
In my opinion, they had just stop. If you start finding, half your salary,
Well,
maybe that'll, find them 25,000
right,
instead of 2,500.
right.
I mean,
Living on their salary. Anyway.
2,500 is a steep fine for what they make. That's for sure.
Let's make it bigger because this tough girl thing is worn thin with me.
Yeah, but to John's point, Sophie Cunningham, her jersey sold out immediately the next day. So
Yeah, I get
because she was the enforcer.
Finally, someone
Somebody
did what
stood
they
up.
should have done,
Right.
a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
But I did see a funny video when you were talking about Angel Reese. Someone sent me yesterday. They'll remain nameless because they do practice business here in town, so I don't want to get them in trouble. But they sent me this hilarious video where it was someone picked up a box of Angel Reese cereal, and then they went to throw it in their grocery cart, and they missed. And they were like, "Oh man!" They picked it up, they tried to throw it again, they missed. And they did it like 7 times. I was like,
The
"This
old
is
me
perfect."
bound.
The me bound.
Hey, she trademarked that.
trademarked
Yeah,
that, yeah.
that's hilarious.
She trademarked it.
Yeah.
Not getting any royalties from Morning Breath. Okay.
So I need to know more, Jimmy.
The WNBA is
Right
in
on.
the WWE.
I was like, you paused, and then Jim was boom, right? And it was like you guys planned that right in the comments.
Jimmy, I need to know more about this song. Can you find that song, SPP? Maybe
got
we
you.
can hear it over the break, or should we hear it? Can we hear it now, or what?
I don't think we can play it.
I think
I
we're
don't think I
allowed.
can play it now, but I can find it
We
now.
can, listen, we're going to find it. And we're going to learn what you're talking about here. This appears to be more in line for Jeff, our friend down in Arkansas.
Also, I want
Brenda,
to.
put your bra on.
What? Okay.
That's the name of this song.
Wow. Also, I want to point out the ... dots behind Brandon's comment. I know that he meant that sarcastically because I know Brandon, but I chose to take it positively. So I just want to recognize that.
Stay on the positive. Stay on
Yes.
the positive side.
Absolutely.
For sure. So we will research that song.
So Jimmy's here, my sister Tiffany's here, my mom's here, Jeff's here, Denise here, Cindy's here. Ahoy to everybody.
Ahoy to you all. Thank you for joining. In the category of who the hell really cares, scientists capture a structure of explosive molecules in the moments after detonation.
So
Simulates explosions by using X-rays to excite the molecules under chirogenic conditions.
At least they excited them. At least they're excited about it.
How about that?
That's
a story.
You have to use a first baseman's mitt for that, or
I don't know. I don't know how many moments after detonation of the explosive molecules. I don't know.
I'd say pretty quickly.
So now you know why I come up with these things, because this is what somebody wrote. Like I was going to click on that to read more.
yeah,
I'm not going to.
no, it's just clickbait. Sounds like to me they just set up an observation of somebody's fart the way that thing was described, but it's fine.
It's a .gov.
Oh,
Now I clicked on
even more
more.
believable then. All right.
I got a text that says we can't hear Tim very well.
It's because he's got his mic shoved halfway into his chest.
That's never been an issue before.
He's like, let me. I'm not sure why anyone can't hear me, but
PP,
What?
shut his mic off. You have the
it's like
ability.
a press conference.
All right, I feel like taking a break now because I want to know about this song.
Jeff says, ahoy, my favorite bit. Who gives a crap?
Just really, it's just a big story about this. High explosives in slow motion, freezing molecules in place. shows chemical reactions. Woo! Got goosebumps.
Just gives you
saying
chills.
it. All right, let's take a break and we'll listen to a little song, and we'll be right back.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
I love helping people. I always wanted to help people. That's what I love the most.
We do a really good job of growing our own, but also we are able to take your skills, adapt them to what we need, or grow them as well.
Our leadership group here, they are actively involved, always supportive of our new ideas and innovation here at the hospital.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics. Apply today.
At SeaFirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you with a flexible financing you need to install that all-season room or remodel your kitchen with a home equity line of credit. Connect with SeaFirst today and see why together is better.
Ahoy, morning brothers. It was pure chaos in here for a minute, but quiet.
We were all listening.
What a song, Jim.
Jimmy, I don't know what the hell and why you would ever pick to listen to that, but
Okay, can we break? First of all, as I was telling the group, Jim, the intro was rivaling the length of like most Metallica song introductions. I mean, and then for just to switch, it went from this like very melancholic. Oh, I'm just sitting on the front porch relaxing, and then it was like, "Hey, Brenda, there's like, yeah, wow, there was a lot going on there."
We couldn't play that song on air for multiple reasons.
Nope, and that's saying something for this show.
It kind of is.
it went Beverly Hillbillies just a little bit.
A little bit. So if you all want to look it up, Brenda, put your bra on.
We didn't hear the whole song.
No, we heard.
We had a verse, of course, and then have the second verse.
We did, and missed it coming back.
We heard an entire domestic violence situation is what we heard.
Well, it could have been justified, but you laughed. I'm certain we did kind of chuckle.
Yes.
Indeed. Okay. What else do we got going today, boys?
Well, there's a guy wanted to name his son something sports related.
Okay.
So he named his son Gideon ESPN Lamprun.
So I kind of like that.
But they pronounce it, if I can find it, Esprin, I think, or Espin. So it's how they pronounce it, but it's ESPN. So the real kick to that is that he talked to his wife and they had long conversations about this, and she's like, no. And I mean, they literally capitalized it. So his middle name is it's ESPN
all
capitalized and on the birth certificate and the whole thing. So anyway, he talked to his wife about it, and she's like, no. And so he kept talking to his wife about it, and she kept saying, no. So while she was drugged up after giving birth and sleeping, he signed the birth certificate with the name ESPN, Espin.
What are you going to do about it now, Mom?
And so it was signed, it was done, and the kid's name is Espin. And he's a football player. He plays middle linebacker.
I was just about to say, so when was this guy buried? I mean, like, what was the...
Well, the son is actually now in college, and he's linebacker at...
He was the only child.
Yeah. Actually, he's not. There's something in here about he wanted to name their first son, I think, something else, or Larry Bird. That's it. I went from much trying to talk to my wife into letting me name him Larry Bird. Larry Bird, Lamprun, but his wife said no. So, Espin.
There you go.
I would like to recognize your consistency in your tonality when you said the word no. It was like the exact same tone.
No.
It was
No.
just every time.
No. She's like, no. Although I bet she was more passionate and loud about it than I was. But Anyway, named it Espen.
I'm surprised they had more kids.
I think the other one was older, so I think this was the last one they had.
Smart move.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't pull that on the first kid, do you?
No. Well, not if you want to stay married, I guess. But anyway.
Yeah, the old verbiage. You want to be married or do you want to be right?
Exactly.
You know,
Yes, John.
no, I better not. Okay, all right. Let's just nope. Okay.
Well, it's Global Beatles Day.
What?
Global Beatles Day.
Global
it's
Beatles Day?
Day.
Global Beatles Day. Beatles. You ever heard of them?
I mean,
They're a
there's
little
a
band
small
from-
band. Yes,
from the
exactly.
Motherland.
Liverpool.
I don't know if it means that those Beatles or
It does.
it does.
Yes.
So I'm like, well, hold on. I was like, are we going like the creepy crawler Beatles? Or are we talking the music Beatles? That was my first. That was my.
Well, when
pause.
I say Beatles, I'm talking about those four.
Yes, gotcha.
We've talked about this before. You know, the Beatles were only banned for like 4 years. It's just incredible.
Couldn't
Maybe
stand
5.
themselves. They wrote a lot of music though.
They did a ton of stuff in a very short amount of time. It's just incredible.
LSD. It's good for you.
Good stuff. It's good for the creativity.
Official sponsor of Morning Breath.
Honestly.
Oh,
Maybe you don't know. Maybe
Wow.
they just ate a lot of Oreos.
Could have been.
Could have just been a lot of Oreos.
Listen, I think whatever. I think there was a lot of LSD that went into that Brenda song earlier too. So. No, Jim, you're only allowed one song recommendation per show. What are we doing? Everyone knows the rules.
All
One
of a
bite.
sudden, we'll be listening to the music this whole show.
You know what? I actually would like that. Of course, Jim will give me a hard time. You recommend as many songs as you want. That would be fun if we could just have like a sampling, a smorgasbord, if you will, of just songs to peruse and give our reviews on them. Like if they just send in a bunch of them, we could listen to them in our spare time and then have one show come back dedicated to like our review of this song list. Like the Morning Breath playlist.
Instead of like a book club, it's a music club.
Correct.
There you go.
Bingo. That is why they pay Peter the big bucks.
Yeah, that.
At least that's why they should pay Peter the big bucks.
They don't, but
John probably disagrees. Peter probably disagrees with that.
That's why he's collecting and hoarding all those pins over there. There'll be a day when those are going to be important.
Wow, that just went over my head, Jim. You're right. He said abbreviation John LSD. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
I didn't get it. Old Jim got me past me. Got one past me. There we go. If
He
I can
even
talk.
capitalized him. He tried.
He did.
He tried.
What else is going on, John? What's been going on? We've seen you now a couple times in the last week or so. We didn't do anything last week, so 2 weeks.
I was gonna say, yeah, that was. I watched the show on Monday, and I found out on the show on Monday that there would be no show on Tuesday, so I did not pull a Rachel and show up at the studio on Tuesday.
We forgot to tell
Hey, you
Rachel.
missed a little.
Where is everybody? I was like, actually, as it turns out. So, nope. Staying pretty busy, consistent work, kids, life.
Busy time.
Telling you, this workout thing with Cole has been consuming me, which is good. Like it's been like a goal. I get kind of one track focused on that. Got a little show coming up tomorrow night.
Where are you going to
At Pizza on the Farm, the Wiffles, like the seed company, they are hosting a big customer event out there.
Okay.
And so for farmers and whatnot, and so Kyle and I are playing out there. Okay. Yep. And then we are practicing because the night before the opening of the county fair, so it'd be Saturday night, the 12th of July. Aces and Eights is coming back. We have not played together as a band in some time. We just haven't had a show booked.
Do you remember what each other do?
Yeah, oh yeah, we do. We've been rehearsing for quite some time again now. And so we're going to play that Saturday night out at the fairgrounds. They're going to have a beer garden and everything else, so it'll be a good time. Free concert for everybody just to come hang out and have a good time and have a few drinks, and it'll be fun.
Very good.
Yeah.
How about you, Matt? You got anything big going on?
No.
Thanks for the input.
No. No, just hanging out.
Just doing baseball and softball games.
Just got back from the Ozarks, so just kind of, we're done for a while. I'm good with staying home sometimes. Just kind of have a nice weekend at home. That's all right with me. I don't have to go play in multiple bands or golf tournaments or or work out like a maniac.
There are days, but
golf.
No, it's Now the goal is because I was thinking about it, Matt, and like my youngest son, he's going to turn 5 this year, and as is well documented, I'm going to turn 40. And so my thought was, when he's in high school and he's like 15 years old, I'm going to be 50.
Yeah, but I hear you, brother.
Right. And so I'm like, okay, so what do I want to be doing when I'm I said, he's, pretty active. They're both pretty active kids. And so like, if he wants to, horse around or just, play a little ball outside or do whatever else, I'm like, I want to be able to keep up a little bit. I want to be able to actually be out there and not be like 10 seconds in and be like, okay, I'm done. Dad, we just walked up the hill. I know, I'm done. Like, I'm like, I can't do that. Yeah. So I'm trying to start now.
Well, I have a grandson who's going to be 10. And so try to keep up with a grandson that's 10 when you're 53, however old I am.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily get easier.
It does not.
No.
He's like, let's go play catch. And I do. And I love it.
Play catch.
But then he's like, well, all right, you run out there. And I'm like, no. Nope, I'll throw. But I'm not going to run out there.
Grandpa's not running anywhere.
Just as a matter of principle, even if I could do it, I just wouldn't.
You get a G in front of your name, you can do what the hell you want. That's what I know. That's what I think, anyway. I feel like we need to get set for the day because, I don't know, this could be an exhilarating set for the day. So, shall we, SPP, should we take a break?
I was going to say, we got to take a break first, but then, yes, we can get set for the day.
Oh, we got a second break.
We got another break.
Set for the day?
We got another break, and then we can get set for the day.
So, when we come back from break, we'll get set for the day?
And when we come back from break, we can get set for the day.
All right. That's what I was thinking. All right, we'll be right back.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
Bring the kids, share the memories, celebrate 75 years of traditions at the Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Relive the magic of steam engines, antique cars, and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Whether it's your first visit or a cherished tradition, you'll enjoy the delicious foods, the thrill of an Old West shootout, and the excitement of nightly grandstand entertainment. For 75 years, this has been the place where memories are made at the 2025 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 28th through September 1st in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Nice.
Were we live? Were we live for that?
We sure were.
Disappointing.
Good job.
99 ounces of vodka.
Welcome back, ahoy, everybody.
Welcome back to the Morning Breath, sponsored by Tim's Vodka.
There's no vodka. There's no vodka in there. It's just water.
Just water.
That we know of.
Yeah, nobody's questioning you. Nobody's checking.
It is dark. It's dark in there. I don't know what's in there. Nobody will ever know what's in there.
That's a good set for the day, Tim.
What did I say to set you off?
Nothing.
I'm going to learn later, so you might as well say
Nope. Nope.
My head got a little burnt yesterday. I was going to shave, but
Yeah,
I apologize to everybody watching. My hair is a little out of place today.
Yes. It's outrageous. Just blowing in the wind.
Out of control. SPP, I'm lost. Do we get set for the day now?
We should. Last time that John was here and we tried to get set for the day, it just went to hell immediately. So
everyone was like, nobody cares, and
nobody cares.
You read it, but you said nobody cares.
Well, at that point, it was just like, well, nobody's listening. So,
yeah, I guarantee you we weren't, but we heard that. But we did hear that. SBP, should we get set for the day?
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's get set for the day. It is Wednesday. It is the 25th day of June. This is episode 334, time 7:45 a.m. Temperature right now in Fairfield, 74, Mount Pleasant, 75, and Washington, 74. We'll get some sun today, maybe a chance at some thunderstorms this afternoon.
Hey, listen, I have a commercial.
Okay.
These shoes, Canes, right here.
What the what?
They look like Crocs. They are perfect. They're breathable, and for rainy days such as today, if I can figure out how to get this in the camera, they look like. There we go. See if I can focus it there. Yeah, they are amazing. Most comfortable pair of shoes I've ever bought. And on rainy, wet days, your feet dry out really fast. Also, they're great for kids because you can put them in the washing machine. Durable, super breathable. Anyway, all right, commercial over. I just thought of that just now. Anyway,
did you get commission on that or?
Nope.
No, just is what it is. High today of 90 and low of 73. Today's headlines from SoutheastIowaUnion.com.
SBP, what the hell just happened there?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just as perplexed.
I'm sorry, Matt. Did we interrupt?
I actually stopped because I knew it was coming. I actually waited for the interruption. I didn't even. I knew it was going to happen, so I just all right, let's give it a beat.
It's just like Pavlov's dog.
Yeah. Vander Linden to sell Summit Pharmacy at Fairfield. Access Energy announces scholarship recipients.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Was there any need for National Color TV Day?
Well, I'm sure there was National Black and White TV Day.
Was there a need for oxygen?
Can you get a black and white TV anymore?
I don't know. You can get a color. You can get a 75-inch color one for like $200. So,
yep.
You could probably change the display to be black and white on your colored TV.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know why you would, but you can.
I feel like you just naturally would be. Again, I think of Jack, where you'd be watching everything in black and white. See,
you definitely would.
And fire damaged the Royal Brighton home last week. Sports: Mount Pleasant baseball faces Minneapolis while the softball team hosts Cardinal. Washington softball plays Central Lee tonight at Pearl Field in Iowa City, which is the home of the Iowa Hawkeye softball team.
Hey, by the way, it's National Goat Cheese Day.
Goat cheese is solid.
You like goat cheese? A little bit of goat cheese goes a long way.
It's fine. I don't usually get it, but when I have it, it's nice.
I don't know if I've had it. Maybe I have, but I can't remember.
You'll know if you have it.
I'm not a big blue cheese fan, so.
There's nothing like a good spoiled cheese.
Okay. On this day in 2009, singer and dancer known as the King of Pop, Michael Jackson, and pinup girl and actress Farrah Fawcett both passed away. Jackson was 50 and Fawcett was 62.
That's tough for Farrah Fawcett.
I know. I know she kind of got up.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's kind of raw deal there.
Farrah Fawcett. Oh, my God. Michael Jackson. Yeah.
That's kind of a shame.
So they both died on the same day in 2009. John, random joke, random quote, random fact.
That'd be you, John.
Random fact. I was trying to decide. The power of the pause, Tim. Don't rush me.
Somewhere between 50% and 80% of Earth's living organisms are in the ocean.
Say that again, please.
Somewhere between 50 and 80% of the Earth's living organisms are in the ocean.
You can be damn sure there's a Dollar General down there then.
The ocean is. Exactly right. It's a scary place.
Excuse me, SBP has something important to say.
Oh,
Sorry.
I was just saying
go ahead.
the ocean is, people forget how deep it is. It's scary. It's scary how deep it goes.
Dark down there.
Mm-hmm.
There's no light.
Get a flashlight.
Did we talk about that?
Okay, I found this on the
Please stop.
Did we talk about that Netflix, the Titan sub, that submersible that imploded? I don't know if we talked about it. It's good. That's a good doc.
I'm pretty sure we reference those morons every time.
Yeah. Well, there's a whole doc on Netflix now, and it's good.
I haven't watched that one yet.
To SPP's point, it is fascinating. I will never forget the first time that I ever put on scuba gear and went down deeper, and to see how fast things move under the water down there that are the size of an SUV. it's actually quite humbling and scary, and also fascinating and invigorating. To me, it's incredibly fascinating to explore what's down there. So it's wild.
A lot to see.
Yeah,
we don't know.
Yeah. But as I was telling Matt while you guys were having your conversation, he said what? He said 50 to 80% of living organisms. I said, well, there's got to be a Dollar General down there somewhere then if that's the case. So
it's without a doubt.
Yeah, 100%.
There's a DG.
Yeah.
And a Starbucks.
Oh.
They're moving down. Instead of moving on up, they're moving on down.
That's how they're moving so quickly.
Yeah.
America runs on underwater Starbucks.
Whoa. How dare you besmirch Duncan in such a manner.
All right, everybody. Time for today's takeaway. John the Voice, do you have a takeaway from today?
I'm working on it.
All right, Boss Man Matt.
You know that male mice can have ovaries?
I thought didn't we cover this once?
How'd you take that from today?
It's a callback.
Listen, no one talked about any trans mice on the show today, okay? Like, I don't know what we're talking about, but all right.
They get anxious or whatever.
I mean, apparently. Like,
so we can bring up anything from ever?
No, I'm just not going to let that die.
Good for you.
I had a takeaway and I just lost it with that one. Congratulations. Well done on the interruption payback there.
That's a throwback.
SPP, do you have a takeaway for today?
Yeah. From what it sounds like, based on how we're naming kids, the NBA on NBC Camp is on the way, along with the NFL on CBS Camp to follow.
Oh, man. We didn't necessarily talk about it, but today is the opening day of the draft.
It is.
Correct. And my takeaway is I'm certain there are very giddy Iowa players right now ready to get their names called.
It's a good one.
John the Voice.
My takeaway is that I still need to go online and either a jersey or a shirt of Sophie Cunningham. It was a good reminder today. I need to do that. Yeah.
Before Caitlin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you all for joining today. Thank you for the massive amount of comments. That's good stuff. Enjoy those a ton. I don't know. That was today's Wednesday.
My takeaway was going to be Jim gave us the most Arkansas song ever in the chat today.
I don't feel like touching that one. Just
we're going to let that one breathe a little before.
I'm going to let that marinate before we give that. I did learn a little more about Jimmy than so. Thank you all for joining us today. We shall be back tomorrow. I assume that the glorious Greta.
She's not, actually. I think she's gone for a couple weeks, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I can't keep track.
Yeah, we'll see. If she's here, great. But I'm not sure she's going to be.
I know this for sure. 3 of us will be here.
3 of us will be here.
For sure. I don't know about you.
We don't.
You can just pop in.
We don't know.
You might just show up.
Even after it starts.
Yeah,
you're not safe at all. We've established that today.
Now you just need to start showing up like after the first break, just
to mess with people.
So, I've been here the whole time.
I would not encourage that. To be honest.
I'll just be commenting. I'll just be commenting in the hallway like I'm at home, and then you'll start talking smack.
He just pops in and set for the day.
Just to interrupt.
Here's my take. Hey, thanks all for joining. We will be back tomorrow. Until then, ahoy.
Ahoy.